So back out again, lovely morning, a little bit colder this morning, but yeah, still really nice. So just heading out on the bike again, heading off to the boot sale, and yeah, let's see what we can pick up. Let's go. Well, okay, so back from the boot sale, and I've got to say, what an amazing boot sale this was this morning. Some really good pickups. All 90% of this is all for personal collection. There's not much here that's going to be flipped on. There is 3 controllers, which I'm going to show you at the end, which, you know, all being well, we should be able to flip and get some money back for that. But the games today that I picked up, really good prices, really good, some really good titles, and a nice mix. So I've got some PSP, some Xbox 360, PS1, Xbox One, PS4, MegaDrive even, which, you know, you seldom see at car boot sales, and then a couple of PS2, and they're all what I'd consider anyway nice titles, good titles. So let's start with a couple that I got on the PSP. There was a guy, he had a whole load just laid out on like a mat, and everything was £2. By sort of putting a cheeky offer and said, look, what about if I buy 6? Would you do 6 for a tenner? You've always got to try it. You've always got to try. And he agreed. So I picked up 6 from him. They're a little bit of it was a bit of a mixed bag. I picked up some PSP, some Xbox 360, and a PS2. I'll just put all them together because that was off one guy. So we'll go through it. So PlayStation 2, this is, I mean, really good condition as well. Absolutely amazing condition this is. Shadow the Hedgehog, PS2. I mean, I know there's not a massive title in terms of money, but really good condition. So yeah, happy with that one. I also picked up a PSP game from him, which is this one, which I've not heard of before. KO Challengers, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, again, that was in the little bundle. Like I say, I've done a deal. 6 for a tenner I got off him. So six game titles for a tenner. Next, 3 for the Xbox 360, which will go in the collection. I know I sort of said in a previous video, I was going to go after some of the sort of more bigger hitters, but if they're there and they're that cheap, I'm not going to leave them. So these will come off the sheet when we do another video for that. So we've got Rise of the Guardians, Our Victory. That's an exclusive, and then a Marvel Lego superheroes. Okay, so they're all pretty decent. And then finally, just one PS1 game. It's not a big hit at all, and it has got a bit of a crack on it, but Porsche Challenge, which is not bad. I remember this. I remember having this when I first had my PlayStation 1 back in the day. So yeah, so I mean, that guy, so all of them, stack of decent games there across, you know, various different consoles for £10. Cannot argue with that. Then I went a bit further down, and there was another guy, and he was selling quite a lot of console stuff, and he had bundles of PlayStation 3s, PlayStation 4, he had Wii stuff there and everything like that. And then they were kind of all bundled together, and he was trying to do deals for the whole lot, so he wanted to sell the console with the games and everything like this. So I wasn't really interested in that because I thought they were a bit pricey. But then as I went further down, he did have a little section which was just DVDs and games, and he had it all priced up at £2. But and I know this is not what I'd say, you know, a massive title, and everyone's got these, but I've got it on the PS3, I think, and it's brilliant. So I was going to get it and probably replay it again on the Xbox One. It's just Battlefield 4. I mean, I really like these games, and I managed to knock 50p off, and I got it for £1.50. So, you know, nothing major there, but a nice one all the same. And then as well, on the same store, he's willing to let this go. He let this go for £3, which is Halo 5 Guardians. Sorry, the limited edition. Really nice big steelbook, and you know, it's got all the gubbins in there and everything. I haven't looked through it all yet, but pretty much everything's in there. There's all sorts to go through in this, so that's not bad for £3 because that's actually worth, you know, a fair bit more. You could probably get about 10-12 quid for that. So yeah, that's quite good. So Halo 5, still a bit of a Halo novice, not really played that much of them at all. So, you know, can you kind of like dive straight in and go for these ones, or, you know, is it worth playing them all from the beginning? I'm pretty certain I won't have time to do that. But anyway, yeah, happy with that. Anything like that, you know, steelbooks, collector's editions, limited editions, stuff like that. £3, I don't think, you know, you can go too wrong, really. And then while I was there, we'll just take a little bit of a break from the games at the moment, because while I was there, he had a bag down at the end. I didn't get it on film because I was sort of diving in, and you know, we were sort of talking at the same time, and he had a bag down the end of a load of what looked like sort of unofficial controllers. There was a load of third-party stuff, load of you know, all the usual Wii accessories and you know, basically crap like that. There was some that looked like some half decent old ones, you know, full of sort of like SNESes and things like that. But they weren't nothing was there official. And he said to me, everything in that bag is £1 each. And I thought, okay. And I thought, he either knows this, or he doesn't know this, or he doesn't care. And in that bag, I picked up, so these were all £1 each. So we got 1 PS4, 2 PS4, 3 PS4. Okay, so these £3 each. Unbelievable, right? But I haven't tested them yet. But if you look at them, this one here has lost the rubbers. I mean, everything, buttons, everything works fine. That one there's lost the rubbers. That one there is kind of half gone, worn away. That one there's fine. And this one is perfectly fine. Okay. So I do need to just check these out, because I mean, if these were £1 each, I could probably get range for between the 10 for like the worst one, and maybe £20 for that one. So there could potentially be £40 there, maybe, right? If they all work fine. If they don't, they were only £1 each. It's not a big loss. So I'll report back on that, because I haven't had a chance yet to test them out. But anyway, so hi, I'm just going to jump in real quick. So unfortunately, 2 of those controllers didn't work at all, but luckily one of them did, and it was the good one. So the one with the nice rubber pads, everything intact. I'm going to start doing what a lot of other people do, or a lot of people do that I follow on YouTube, and that's do the trade-ins at CEX. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to build up maybe some other bits and pieces over the next few weeks, and then I'm going to take this down along with some other bits and trade it in for CEX. These official PS4 controllers trade in at CEX for £28, so that'd be a nice little start. Anyway, back to the video. So moving back to the games, carried on going round. There was another guy who was selling PS4 stuff, and I managed to pick up this Everybody's Golf. Not an amazing title by any means, but we thought, good family fun. Okay, I'm always looking for stuff that we can all play together, and who doesn't love a golf game? Yeah. So this is a good title, Everybody's Golf. I've played it on other platforms, not played it on the PS4, but that should be a laugh. £2, can't go wrong with that. Then another guy. I think I did show a little clip at the start. What a collection, what a table. He had so much, sort of retro stuff. Fair prices, I would say. He wasn't extortionate by any means. It was the last. It's always the way, isn't it? It was the last sort of table and car that I saw as I was leaving. So he must have got there late, because I didn't see him when I got there. And as I was literally walking out, as usual, with like a tenner left in my wallet, I come across this table with, so much gold on it. And I thought, well, I would have definitely spent a bit more with him. He says he's going to start going every week up there, so I'll certainly go back. But he had an amazing collection of stuff. He had Game Boys, Nintendo DS's, he had some SNES games, he had Nintendo 64s, I think he had a boxed MegaDrive, loads and loads of other stuff. Anyway, I managed to pick up this from him, Echo the Dolphin, on the MegaDrive for a £5, complete. I got the second one of these, so it's good to get the first one. A £5 for that. It's not a massive title on the MegaDrive, but it's that's what I liked about him. He wasn't, he was sort of looking at eBay and then probably halving eBay. Yeah, that's a £10, £12 probably in that current condition on eBay. So I was happy to pay the £5. Like you say, it's in your hand. You walk away with it. Job done. And then there was just one more, which was and again a really kind of bit of an iconic show for when I was growing up. And this guy had a really good selection of PlayStation 2 games. I would have bought some more, but it was getting a bit sore towards the end. But I did pick one up of him, and he did knock it down a bit. It was a £5, and I offered him £3, and he accepted. So an absolute classic for the PS2, Knight Rider. Brilliant. So that's it. Is that it? No, it isn't. There's two more. Okay, so we got those. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's a couple more. Two more. One more for the Xbox 360, which was £1, which is Project Gotham Racing 3. I don't know what this one's for. This maybe was it a did it come out when it was released with console or something like that? But anyway, bundle copy. And then the last one, a PSP title, which I'd never heard of or seen, 300, March to Glory. And that was, I think, £1 as well. So amazing. Really happy with them. Really happy with them pickups. All the games are going in the personal collection. The controllers, like I say, test them out, see how we get on. With a bit of luck, they all fire up fine, and we can flip them back, and that'll literally pay for everything here today, and some, with some excess, I'd imagine. So that's it. Good luck in your quests to go out and buy more loot and fill up your games room. See you later.